Oluwadamilare Bashir, a savvy and cosmopolitan businessman, has carved a niche for himself in the tourism industry. He runs a reputable travel consultancy service. His decision to venture into politics, he says, was inspired by a vision to contribute positively as both a youth and an indigene of Lagos State, with the goal of encouraging young people to play a more active role in the growth and development of the state. Bashir explains that his leadership philosophy has been shaped by a personal commitment to listening attentively and adapting thoughtfully to the realities of the political terrain.
A lot of people have been asking me the same. They are always, I know they are being curious. They want to know why a young man like me, wants to be a politician or is a politician. Um, my vision and mission is one of the reasons why I joined politics. Seeing Lagos potential and wanting to contribute to it is the reason why I joined politics.
Through constant engagement with young people and by virtue of being a youth himself, he says he has come to understand that accountability is essential in public leadership. According to him, when politicians cannot be held accountable, it often leads to frustration and antagonism among the people, creating a widening gap between leaders and the communities they serve. He believes accessibility to elected officials is equally important and describes both accountability and accessibility as critical pillars of good governance.
My journey, it has taught me to listen and also be how would I put it, to adapt. I've engaged a lot of youth, and I want to learn. I've learned from the mistakes of a lot of people, and I want to leverage on that because our youth are complaining about how our leaders will come source for their votes, and as soon as they get their support and they get elected, assessing them will become difficult. We're not going to do that anyways. We always engage our people and always ask for their opinion on how to run a smooth government, and that's what we'll do. We'll always be different from the past people from past governments, so we'll get the different results.
Youth empowerment remains central to his message. Bashir does not consider the task unattainable. Rather, he sees it as achievable through deliberate policies and sustained commitment. While he commends the current administration for ongoing efforts, he maintains that skill acquisition programs, youth empowerment initiatives, and improved access to funding for young entrepreneurs are necessary steps toward unlocking the full potential of the state's youth population.
Yeah, big shout out to the Lagos State government. Um, they've been doing, they've been taking a lot of steps, in doing stuff like this. But in our constituency, I believe we can also do that. We can also, you know, be helpful. We don't have to rely on the state government on everything. Um, part of the part of the practical steps we're going to take is we'll give our people access to funding and also um, skill training and internship. There are a lot of people that wants to work, but they don't have the idea. They don't know what to do. And also, there are a lot of people that wants to that have the skills, but they don't have the tools. When we provide funding to them, they will be able to get their tools to do whatever they want to do. And also, those that don't even have an idea, when we set up a skill training program, they would, they would be able to, when they find interest in it, they would join the program and be able to fend for themselves and their family. So that's the practical stage you're gonna take because I wouldn't want to say much. I wouldn't want to say most of my ideas to my people because I wouldn't want my other aspirants like me to go and steal my ideas. So, but as time goes on, they would see more action, less talks.
He also describes tourism as one of the most significant industries in Lagos State. Bashir commends the state's Commissioner for Tourism for efforts in promoting the sector, but believes there's still greater potential to be explored. According to him, While the modern aspects of Lagos are widely showcased to the world, the city's rich traditional heritage can be better integrated with its contemporary attractions to highlight the state's diverse cultural and historical assets.
A big shout out to the Honorable Commissioner for Tourism, Honorable Toke Benson, and the Lagos State government. They are doing a lot as to that. They are doing a lot. But to me, I believe we can boost our culture and tradition to foster economic growth in Lagos and Ikeja as well. When foreigners come to Lagos, they land in Ikeja first, and Ikeja is the capital. They can actually come into Ikeja to the town Ikeja to come and see what is happening. We have a lot to show them, and that would even be helpful to both the old, the young, everybody in Ikeja. You know, it will always put Ikeja on the high pedestal that it ought to be. I believe it's an untapped resource in Lagos as a whole. So far, they've been trying. You know, the last Eyo festival, we see how successful it went. But in Ikeja, we can also do that, and I believe by the time we get what we want, we'll be able to do more, and we'll be able to boost our economy with tourism.
A strong advocate for gender inclusivity and equality, Bashir emphasizes that women and girls possess enormous potential to transform educational, business, and political landscapes. However, he notes that this potential must be supported through mentorship initiatives, scholarship opportunities for academically gifted girls, and leadership training programs aimed at preparing the next generation of women leaders. In his view, women remain a vital force in strengthening economic growth and social development.
Lagos State government have been doing a lot. They've been putting significant effort in making this happen. But for me, my constituency, I believe there are a lot of things we can actually do. And I'm a person that is heavy on gender inclusivity. I believe we can do a lot by providing business grant to the market women. They have a critical step. They have one of how would I put it? The power. You know, they can actually talk to the people because the women are very, very essential when it comes to leadership. We'll provide business grant to them, and to those that want to go to school, to those that are in school also, we'll give scholarship to the best students, and and that would even support, that would encourage other people that don't want to go to school. That would encourage them to go to school because when they see those that are doing well, they see them giving, them getting scholarship. You know, when they see that, they will always want to do that, and also would put up a leadership program for the women, so as for them to understand what leadership is. They understand already, but they need to know more about what leadership is. And also there will also be a program to always make our people understand the role of the legislative arm of government in the society, and it's part of what we would do. We always engage them. That is one thing.
Bashir also believes that technology will play a defining role in building a sustainable and thriving economy. He argues that a technology-driven governance system capable of supporting policy implementation and innovation represents the future of development, and he stresses that all sectors of society must be included in this transformation.
I believe the government should prioritize tech innovation. The world is evolving every day, and technology is advancing every day. When the government prioritizes tech innovation, it will boost our economy rapidly. In fact, in my own Ikeja, because I'm heavy on Ikeja right now. So Ikeja, when we have a digital village where people get stuff, they get their gadgets and everything. But that's not what we're talking about. There is more to it, like the AI, people that want to learn what do they call it? There are a lot of stuff they can actually learn online, tech, and that was what we are going to prioritize.
Encouraging civic participation, he advises young Lagosians to remain actively engaged in political conversations, even at the level of discussion forums. According to him, participation ensures that the voices are heard and reflected in governance.
To young Lagosians like me that feel disconnected, well, um, engage, engage, lead, and join politics today. Be part of the change you are clamoring for. I was reading the news 3 days ago, and I saw a news of a young lady, a 22-year-old lady that became a supervisory councillor. You know, that's a win-win for us in Lagos State. I and Lagos State is the pace setter. Every other state they are looking at us. So I believe it's no more the youth shall grow anymore. It's now the youth have grown, and when they give us this opportunity, we have a lot of ideas we can actually put out to support our leaders up there, and for the growth of Lagos more than the way it is.
In practical terms, Bashir has proposed an empowerment initiative that includes a 5-day intensive training program focused on skills acquisition, followed by a 3-month IT placement with employment opportunities for successful participants at the end of the process.
There are a lot of things we can actually do, but by the end of this month, we'll be empowering about 100 youths in Ikeja on solar installation and maintenance. And we are doing that in support of the re-election of our leader, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So that is one of the steps we are taking. And those that learn, those that will be partaker of this empowerment program we'll be doing, they either send us a prayer, or they curse us, because we are empowering them. And after the 5 days training, there's going to be a 3 months internship for them, so mentorship program. So they will keep learning, and we'll even employ some of them. There are a lot of solars around the cage that are stopped working due to lack of maintenance. When we have people that can do this, they can repair this, they can maintain this, the government can actually start giving the contract to them, and they'll be maintaining it. So I feel that's my first empowerment program that I'll be doing, and there's still more to it. There's still more.
Like many young individuals entering the political arena, Bashir acknowledges that he has encountered discouragement from some who believe he may be too young or lacking in experience. However, he says these challenges have only strengthened his determination. As an adherent of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whose leadership blueprint he credits with shaping governance in Lagos State and across the country, Bashir says he draws encouragement from that example. Looking ahead, he says he welcomes corporate partnerships and support as he continues his pursuit of representation at the Lagos State House of Assembly.
There are a lot of challenges, but just a lot of people just calling me to discourage me. The politics is the kind of game that is dirty and stuff, trying to discourage me. And I'm funding, actually, we're not actually begging for funds. But if we find people that wants to collaborate with us, to support our people, we won't discourage them from doing that. We welcome their support, and we are actually trying our best. The empowerment program we want to do now is costing us a lot of money, but we are doing it in support of our leader, because it's from our ward, and I believe it's a great privilege for the president to be from our ward. So this is what we are going to do to support him. So far, he has been implementing good policies that that has been showing positive impact in the life of the people, and one of the reasons why Lagos is ahead of every other state is because of the continuity. So let's allow this Baba continue his good works. His blueprint is what all governors have been following in Lagos. So let's allow him continue that good work in Abuja.